We are happy to have Om 5K Micah Planning Committee with leadership and members from Agres Seva Kendra, Indian Culture Association of Monroe, ICANN, Guru Nanak Sikh Heritage, Seva International Central, New Jersey, Monroe Township Middle School and High School. We are thankful to all the supporting organizations, volunteers, sponsors, donors who are supporting this event for its success, as well as the funds allocated are going towards Om Foundation. We'd like to thank Mayor Dalina for his proclamation, which we'll be announcing today. Thank you, Mayor Dalina, to be here, and the council members and all the dignitaries. Also, thanks to Township on-site emergency, medical service, and police support. Also, we'd like to have special thanks to Monroe Township Middle School Chorus, Monroe Township School District Percussion Symphony, and Hidden Gems. We are delighted to have Stephen Dennis as our grand ambassador for the race. Special thanks to all the leaders and several committee and volunteers. We have about 200 volunteers, so thanks to them, but I have to talk about them for next 2-3 minutes because it's very important. They work hard for last 2 months to put together. Everything is done by volunteers. I'd like to thank Race Director Ambika Sukla, Muthukumar RC, Logistic Apurva Patel, T-shirt distribution Prerna Shah, Krishna Tikale, Prita Tikale, Priti Tikale and Mahi Trivedi, track team Gautam Gahita, Asit Desai, setup Mukesh Purohit, Pradeep Bryan, food distribution, logistic and food stall Prerna Shah and Richa Katuria, registration Apurva Patel, crowd control Yashwant and Siddharth, medal distribution T-shirt purchase Malti Kashyap, Ketul Bhai, percussion Rupa Raghunath, Hidden Gems Seshu Ramanan, and EMS Police County I have been taking care of, Saunir, Amit, Johari, Yashaswi Parik, School Student Interact Hital Shah, Mahi Trivedi, Richa Katuria, Prerna Ravan, and Pregna Ravan, and J. Ramchandran, Media Ram Raghunath, Amit Johari for coordination, and Aruna Purab, my wife, for continued support. This is very important. Where we stand with respect to pediatric cancer in 2024, about 1 in 285 children will develop cancer before the age of 20. About 9,600 children in the United States under the age of 15 will diagnose cancer in 2024. About 1,040 children under the age of 15 will pass away due to cancer this year. But the good news is because of major treatments and recent decades, 85% of children with cancer now survive for 5 years or more. But we need more. There is a slowdown in research. Only 4% of the federal government cancer research budget goes towards pediatric cancer. About 50% of the pediatric cancer research is funded by philanthropies, supported by private donors, corporations, foundations like Om Foundation. Thank you for your continued support for Om 5K Run and Walk, as all the donations, what funds we raise goes towards the research towards child cancer. The Parik family has turned the tragic loss of their child into something positive with formation of the Om Foundation to raise awareness and money for research in childhood cancer. Their goal is to promote a healthy lifestyle, optimism, positivity, leadership behavior, and awareness among both students and community about childhood cancer. This has been evident as Mr. Ketul Parik has introduced many projects of such into high school and middle school. We always remember Om Parik and Parik family for their strength, positivity, and optimism. Thank you all for coming. I invite Mayor Dalina to give opening remarks.
My friends, if you could see what I see, a community coming together, it is so beautiful. But I know you feel what I feel. You feel strength, positivity, and action. And that's what brings us here today, because of a beautiful young man. And we need to thank Om for this beautiful weather. And I hope that you keep that in your heart and your soul as you either walk or run. Every year I come here with my proclamation. And this is a proclamation that means so much to everybody. Please indulge me as I read a small portion of it. Office of the Mayor Proclamation, Om Parikh Day, May 19th, 2024. Whereas childhood cancer is the #1 cause of death by disease for children in America. 1 in 285 children in the United States will be diagnosed with cancer by the time they are 20 years old. Despite advances in medicine, some types of cancer remain incurable. As I come to the end, I do want to just emphasize, whereas the Om Memorial 5K Run and Walk on Sunday, May 19th, 2024 will raise funds for the Om Foundation through the support and participation of Monroe residents and the surrounding communities. And whereas the Om Foundation strives to encourage the prevention of pediatric cancer along with its cure and promote positivity in the community in honor of Om Parikh, a Monroe teen who passed away on February 7th, 2018 from a brain tumor. Om brought a message of strength and optimism in the face of adversity to his peers. The Om Foundation has aided children facing adversity as well as created a movement in the Monroe Township school system focused on making children more positive and helpful to others. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Stephen Delina, the proud mayor of Monroe Township, do hereby proclaim May 19th, 2024 as Om Parikh Day in the Township of Monroe. Om's legacy of optimism continues to inspire his loved ones and every resident of the Township of Monroe. We honor him on this day. God bless you all. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, God, so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
It's my deep honor to announce the school ambassadors for the 2024 Om Memorial 5K Run and Walk. Om Foundation takes this opportunity to recognize children that have shown leadership in changing the world around them by helping others, spreading positivity and optimism, and have done volunteer work supporting the Om Foundation. Please join me in welcoming Pranaya Jayaraman, Vikram Ranganath. Let me get Millie out of the way. We have Vikram Ranganath. Gavin Lee. Ryan Barta. Joshua Albert. Omasan Uduagan. Om and Adi Mehta. You've got to pose for both of you now. Please give them all a huge round of applause. So many thanks to our school ambassadors.
Before I hand the mic over, I do want to recognize some of our elected officials here. I know we have County Commissioner Charlie Tomorrow. We have our local council members, Charles DePiro and Mike Markell. I know we have a fire district official here, and as well as all of the Board of Ed members. Thank you so much for participating. Prakash, it's all yours.
I would request County Commissioner tomorrow to give few words.
Thank you for inviting me, as always, and it's a pleasure to be here. And thank you for all you do in supporting children's cancer. You know, we are so committed at the county-wise that we contributed $25 million for the new cancer center across the street from Robert Wood Johnson that will be the only standing cancer center in New Jersey. And let's hope that someday that another child will not die from cancer. And we pray that that will happen. I know Ohm is looking down at us and loving this moment, that's for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Assemblywoman Tanil McCoy is here. Okay. County Commissioner Leslie Coppell here? If not, okay. Monroe Township Middle School teaching staff, Chrissy Wizowski, please.
Good morning. It's always such a pleasure to be here to honor Ohm, my student, and the Parikh family. I am the team leader for the Senator team at Monroe Township Middle School, and that was the team that both Ohm and Yashashvi were students on. And the 4 middle school students who were honored as ambassadors today are members of that team as well. We are very proud to coordinate the Optimism Week at Monroe Township Middle School, which is sponsored by the Ohm Foundation. And I want to just preview for you 2 ways that you can participate in activities that we have done at the school. The first is this past February, when we've hosted our Optimism Week, the Senator students painted rocks with messages of positivity. And those rocks are going to be found throughout the course today, and we encourage you to please look for them and to try to find one. Just to give you an idea, here's one of them that I found this morning, which I'll put back. And on the back of them, you'll see there is the hashtag Smiles for Ohm. So our challenge to you is to please try to find one, but then at some point in the future, put it out there in the community to try to spread the message of positivity with others who may not be here today. I'd love to see how far we could get one of these rocks. Like, let's make a map of where they go. The other thing that we do, and this is sort of the hallmark event at the middle school, is on the day of our Day of Optimism, every student comes into the school and finds a Post-it note with a message of positivity and a magnet, a smiley face magnet that the foundation has provided. And what we'd love to do is expand this effort next year and have every student agenda pad, when they're distributed in the beginning of the year, have a Post-it note inside from all of today's race participants, encouraging students to be positive, to focus on finding the good in each day. So over at the MTMS Senators tent, you will find, we'll be there with lots of Post-its. And we're going to encourage you to please write a note to a future MTMS student. And then in August, when we head back, we'll put these into the agendas for the future middle school students to see on their first day of school. And as a little incentive, we are going to encourage, if you are able to write 3 Post-it notes for us, we have a fun candy smiley face ring. And if you are really, really a super achiever and you write out 10 Post-it notes for us, we have these cute little stuffed monkeys. Monkeys were Ohm's favorite animal, and we will give those to you as our thank you for that. So thank you so much for supporting the Ohm Foundation and MTMS, and let's have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.
Wait for the picture. Oh, thank you so much.
I request Dr. James Higgins from Monroe Township Middle School principal to come and address.
Good morning. Well, that was loud. So every year when I come into the new school year, I say to myself, is this the year that Ohm's legacy begins to disappear? Now, my second favorite musical, Hamilton, defines legacy this way, quote, "Legacy is planting a garden you never get to see." And Ohm did just that. We have a courtyard in the middle school, if you're not familiar with it. In the middle of the school, there's an open-air courtyard we now call Ohm's Oasis. And Ohm's Oasis is a place where students like to go when it gets, on the rare day it's nice out, to eat lunch, to relax, and kind of get out of the hustle and bustle and get some fresh air. They come into the main office, they say, can we sit in Ohm's Oasis? We say, of course, whoever has the key, it could be a teacher, it could be a secretary, it could be me, one of my team. And almost every time we start walking the students out to open up Ohm's Oasis, they say, who is Ohm? And whoever the staff member is explains, Ohm was this courageous young man who got a terrible disease, but no matter how bad things looked, always stayed optimistic. And then they go on to say that Ohm taught us what's important in life: health, friends, family, everything else is just noise. That's when I know that Ohm's legacy is truly alive and well at the middle school, because the staff member may not have even been here when Ohm was here, and the student they're explaining it to was 4 or 5 years old when Ohm was here. So that is truly what legacy is. When you're gone, you're never forgotten, and your impact is always there. So thank you, and have a great race.
Thank you, Dr. Higgins, for such a great message. Dr. Kevin Higgins from Monroe Township High School.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Sinansky. Dr. Higgins couldn't be here today. I'm one of the assistant principals at the high school. I was here last year. It's an honor to be here. When I'm thinking about what I would say today, if you look around, you see all the smiles, and it emphasizes the positive character that Ohm presented when he was going through these challenges. And I think for myself, it's an inspiration to me, and hopefully a lot of you out there, that he was able to do that. Almost 30 years now in education. When I speak with students, now as a principal, when I used to be a counselor, when I used to be a teacher, those moments when you just speak to students talking about anything it might be, something with sports, something with their clubs, it could be academic stuff, but it's just that smile that you can elicit by talking with students. That's when I know I picked the correct career, and then I'm happy moving forward. So as you're walking or running today, think about that smile, think about that positive character that Ohm presented, and have a great day. Thank you.
Dr. Chari Chandley, our superintendent here.
Good afternoon, or rather good morning. I'm so used to saying good afternoon, everyone. This is, I swear it's not my phone. This is a wonderful day where we all come together to move forward with something that was absolutely a loss to this beautiful family that I call my other family, and do something fantastic. We come together to raise money for pediatric cancer awareness, research, and God willing, someday a cure. That's really what it's all about. So one of the things that we discussed when we were going through, the family was going through, and then keeping me informed about what was going on with Ohm. He was my student when I was the principal, and we always said that no matter what happens, we would keep his legacy alive. I'm fortunate that I turned my reins over to Dr. Higgins in the middle school, who continues that legacy with Ms. Visaki and many, many of the staff members through various different activities. They have Ohm's month in February, Ohm's month in November, and it just gives an awareness to all of the children about the concept of giving back and paying it forward, especially because we know, for any of you that do know Ohm personally, Ohm was all about the smile. He was all about optimism, and he was very special. And many years ago, when we first lost him to the Beyond and the Almighty, many people who had known him in the elementary school would come and tell stories of this young man who would just sit sometimes by himself in the cafeteria and just smile. He walked around the school always with a smile, and it's so appropriate that when we look at our big smiley faces, we think of Ohm. So today I'm going to do something I've almost never done, and I'm going to actually read something rather than just speak from my heart. And I came across this poem. I'm very much into inspirational thought, sending emails with just inspiration to people, and this is so appropriate, and it really does sum up Ohm. So the poem is called I Hope You Know, and it's by Hope Kolb, and it definitely tells you all about Om. I hope you know how much you're loved, how many people care, how often someone says your name whispered in a prayer. I hope you know how many lives are touched by what you mean to others, how high the hopes of others because of you. I hope you know how heaven sees the difference you make in your unique role, the special road that you have made for others in your memory. I hope you know everyone's love for you and the difference you have made. Om's legacy of kindness will continue to make a difference. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for all that you do. Om, we miss you, and we definitely love you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I call for Ram Ringnath here for sponsor recognition. Ram, please come.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic morning, and the sun is out, and really a wonderful day ahead for us. Before I announce the sponsors, just a couple of items I wanted to go over. One, Ms. Wizocki mentioned about the painted rocks. So again, you'll be finding that all over the park. Please pick them up, take them home, and as she said, hopefully we'll find them thousands of miles away. Sharing the same optimism message that Om has given us, and carrying that legacy forward. I wanted to announce that James Brew in Jamesburg, today 100% of their sales will be made to the Om Foundation. So please go and visit them, grab a cup of coffee. I heard their summer drinks are awesome. They're already available, so please get those refresher drinks. A big thank you to Hidden Gems for really supporting the Om Foundation and the Om 5K all 7 years, and every year the bar gets raised, and thank you very much to them. Please note that in terms of the race, all runners under the age 10, they will receive participant medals. So please encourage them after their race to come to the stage area where they can pick up the medals. Okay? Now let me announce the sponsors for the event. Let me announce the sponsors for the event. We have a big list. Really, really thankful to all the sponsors. Without their support, without their encouragement, we cannot be having this fantastic event. We cannot be carrying forward with all the objectives that the Om Foundation has set forth for itself to achieve. So a big thank you to all the sponsors. This year, thank you. This year we have 2 grand sponsors. First is Blozer Bruder Elias LLC. Thank you, Adam. The second grand sponsor is Polymer Dynamics LLC. Kettle by anyone? Virag Mehta. Is Virag Mehta here? Yeah, there he is. Thank you. No. Thank you, Polymer Dynamics. Then we have 3 diamond sponsors this year. It's nice to see the number of sponsors growing every year. Yeah. So we have Right Spot Soul. We have Oxford Energy. We have Monroe Dental, Dr. Falguni Patel. Please come on to the stage. We have 8 platinum sponsors this year. Omni 360 Advisors LLC. Pinky Shah Mortgage Team, Lightbridge Foundation, Dot Designing, Trilok and Babita Parekh, Lightbridge Academy of Plainsboro, Hidden Gems, Chetan and Bhavna Parekh. These are our platinum sponsors. A big round of applause to all of them. We have a valued sponsor, Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Really appreciate their partnership with us. We have 4 gold sponsors, Adi and Om Mehta, Ruby Memorial, the Bank of Princeton, Ram and Rupa Ranganathan. So these are the gold sponsors. Round of applause. We have 7 silver sponsors, the Indian Nursing Home, iLevel East Windsor, Health Products for You, Apex Swim Club, Creative Financial Group, Rishi and Shripali Gore, and Om Group of Companies. These are our silver sponsors. Thank you very much. Now we have our bronze sponsors, Ravindra and Neelu Gore, BDO USA PC, Ankur International, Monroe Orthodontics, Rishi and Shripali Gore, Prerna, Rajiv and Navan, Kiran and Shweta Parekh, Dr. Prakash and Aruna Parab, Kirit and Taru Patel, Kumon of West Windsor, Bagel Bazaar of Applegarth Road, Monroe Dental Group, Dr. Adam Klein, and Royal Powder Corporation. A big round of applause to all the sponsors. Again, thank you very much for your contribution and your support.
Our Assemblywoman Tanil Mackay is here, so a few words from you. Please come in here to the center.
Good morning, Monroe. So, good morning. Thank you so much for inviting me on today. Really happy to be here. It is a pleasure to be able to take part in the 7th annual Memorial 5K Run and 1 Mile Walk. And so it's a beautiful day out here and making sure that we are raising funds for a very critical cause. And so the Monroe Indian Civic Association, we thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for your hard work and dedication within this organization. You know, I personally understand what it means to lose a family member. You know, we lost my brother at the age of 26. And so it's really critical to make sure that we are working very hard and we're investing in research for cancer. And so as an Assemblywoman, it is my duty, it is my call to make sure that we're investing in the right areas and pathways to do so. It is also we have to do the due diligence to make sure that you are our priority. And coming to this event means everything to me because it's making sure that we're investing in our families and we're investing in our future. So I thank you so much for your time, and I thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thanks for taking time.
And any of you guys, we're right on proclamation for the 7th annual.
Well, thank you
He's
so
doing
much.
the great work. You know, I do a bike ride in my dad's name.
Raghu?
Do the work.
Raghu, take this. Coming, okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to call, we have 2 grant sponsors this year, and I'm going to call them one by one. Adam, are you there?
Thank you, Keto. Good morning, everybody. It is such a pleasure to be a grant sponsor for the Om 5K for the 2nd year in a row. It's an even greater humbling honor to get to know his family over the course of the past year. I feel like I've gained friends, not only a new mission to sponsor. This year I was given a great opportunity to take over the law firm here in Monroe named Bolster and Bruder. They've been around for about 35 years. They're looking to retire. They told me just buy the building, we're gonna close out some files and go on our way out. And I told them that it would be the most humbling opportunity for me to be able to carry on their name. So we created the firm Bolster, Bruder, Elias so that their names could live on in the community. Our law firm specializes in estate planning, and we have a lot of conversations with families every day about legacy, about what kind of legacy am I going to leave behind for my family? What kind of legacy am I going to leave behind for my community? And while it may not have been planned for Om has left an enduring legacy here in Monroe Township. For the 7th year in a row, we get to run and walk and raise money in his name. I'm sure it's such a blessing to his family to now know that we have a day named after Om Parikh here in Monroe Township. Legacy is an important thing. It's what we all live to do. We all try to figure out what we're all here for. And we can all maybe take a page out of Om's book and live with a positive legacy, a legacy that equates to optimism and a legacy that gives us all hope. So again, I thank you so much for the opportunity to sponsor this 5K, and I hope everybody has a beautiful, positive, and warm day. Thank you.
Next, I'm going to call Virag Mehta. He's another grand sponsor. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So it's kind of funny. Right before coming up here, I talked to one of my colleagues who's here, and normally my colleagues only have to deal with me talking 5 days a week, and his first words when he heard me speaking was, "Oh no." So happy Sunday, guys. When I was first asked to say some words today, I'll be honest, I was a little humbled, as well as a little nervous. Probably more so nervous because I've never spoken at a forum like this before, and I didn't have the opportunity to get to know Om. And that kind of puts me in some ways as a little bit of I'm disconnected from today. Sorry. But because of that disconnection, maybe it gives me a little bit of a different perspective as I was reflecting really on today. During the course of this last week in our office, we tend to work on something we call fundamentals. And the fundamental for this last week was teamwork. When you think about the essence of a team, it's a group of individuals coming together collectively, working on something that's bigger than any individual could take on themselves. It involves putting personal vendettas, personal issues, egos, everything aside with the intention of trying to build towards something bigger. When you put that in the context of this event, I always think like when you hear the word cancer, the first thought that usually follows is one of pessimism. And that's kind of, unfortunately, the reality that exists in the world. However, when you start to get a group of people that come together to raise awareness, when you start building an organization and a foundation that starts to increase not only awareness but raise money to help for a particular cause, you have a chance to change a paradigm. You have a chance to change that conversation from one of pessimism to something that I've actually, as I read about Om's life and some of his stories, it was talking about optimism. It's a chance to actually carry on not only what he started, but in terms of his attitude, but also in terms of basically changing the way, kind of how the world moves forward. And we have a chance to do that collectively here through an organization, through a platform. So I really don't want to take up too much more time, but I thank you for providing.
Thank you,
Thank
Virag.
you.
Thank you, Virag. 2 minutes.
Yeah, next I would like to call our Grand Ambassador, Stephen Dennis. Give him a big hand.
Good morning. Wow, that's loud. My name's Stephen Dennis. I am a 2-time brain cancer survivor. I got diagnosed in 2022. That was loud enough. 2022, found out it was terminal in late 2022. I overcame it twice. All I can say is thank you very much to the Om Foundation, the Parikh family for honoring me. And just keep looking forward. Every day is a battle, but don't let it stop you and always have a smile on your face. So thank you. Good luck to all the runners, and thank you.
We are to be proud to see Stephen here fought the cancer, and here he is with us. So glad to have him, his parents and family. So give a big hand for Stephen.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know, I'm Yashashwi. I'm Om's sister, and I'll be speaking on behalf of our family. I remember the day Om was born like it was yesterday. Ba, my grandma, woke me up and said it was finally time to meet my new baby brother. I proudly put on a brand new pink dress, and Ba braided my hair into 2 pigtails with matching bows. I was so excited. But when we arrived at the hospital, I couldn't help feeling jealous. I had been an only child for almost 5 years and used to having all of the attention to myself. Everyone loves Om and no one likes me, I was crying. I couldn't be upset for more than the briefest moment, though. Even as a baby, Om was the cutest and sweetest little thing, and his arrival into our lives allowed me to embrace a role I felt like I was born to play. Didi, a big sister. From that day forward, I spent my life protecting Om from things that could hurt him. I yelled at him to put his seatbelt on every time we were in the car. Whenever he wanted a snack, I read the labels in detail to make sure he wasn't allergic to anything in it. My mom always bragged to people about how I was his little mother. She always knew that if Om was with me, he was safe. I was his big sister. It was my job to protect him. So when he was diagnosed with cancer, I felt like I had somehow failed at my job. How could I protect him from something that was inside of him? I wish I could have shrunk myself down, gone into his brain, and personally kicked every single tumor cell's butt one by one. But Om didn't need my help this time. His innate goodness and optimism, his courage and resolve. If anything, Om was the one leading us into battle against cancer like a brave commander. The truth is, I don't know who I would be if I wasn't Om's sister. And frankly, I don't care to know. Because I know that the version of me that exists with his presence in my life is far better than any other version of me that could have existed. Sometimes I think back to that split second where I wish I was an only child again, desperately wishing that today I wasn't. The most common question we get asked as a family is how we've been able to cope with such a devastating loss. It is because of all of you that our grief has been transformed to fill the void that Om left behind with pure joy, love, and positivity. This is our 7th annual event, and the momentum is just as powerful as it was at our first event, just a few months after Om passed. We are so deeply grateful to have over 1,200 participants, 200 plus volunteers, and countless donors and sponsors who make this event and the work that we do possible. The words thank you are simply not enough. Because of all of you carrying on Om's legacy, our healing has been a little bit easier and our hearts a little bit lighter. I wanted to say a special thank you to Hidden Gems for providing entertainment during the event during these last 7 years. And if you need to quench your thirst after the run, head across the street to James Brew, who will be donating their proceeds for today to the Om Foundation. Please also take a moment to visit the MTMS tent with Ms. Visaki to write a positive sticky note and check out the wonderful work she's done with her students. We would also like to take a moment to acknowledge some supporters from the community we have lost in the last few years, including Blair Williams, Councilwoman Betty Schneider, and Dr. Uday Bhatt. In addition to Om, I know they will also be smiling down on us today and cheering all of you on. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. National anthem.
Can I? So, couple of announcements that Yashashvi spoke about. I'm gonna try and repeat that, get some. So, James Brew is donating 100% of their proceeds today. James Brew is in Jamesburg. They also have a summer drinks now. So please support that. Also, I think MTMS tent over there, try and visit the middle school. The kids do so much in school to keep the moment going. So write some good things down for them. And what else? Okay. All right. So thank you. Thank you.
Now we'll have national anthem by middle school chorus, please.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you all for coming. Let's go and stand in the line for 1 mile walk.